So that's a cool trick I always like to use. I think this vocal still has a little bit more low end than I would hope for. And
calling overnight, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby.
Video still going. All right. So like I said, let's start the mix from the top again and just see how everything is sounding. See if there's anything else we need to pick up on. Yeah.
You give good love, baby. You give good love, baby. You.
Oh yeah, I thought this vocal was really cool.
You give good love, baby. You give.
And he kind of already sent me that with some processing on it. So what I'm going to do, I want to make it wider. So actually what I'm going to do is, let's look for a delay, time adjuster. Where's the time adjuster? And then this is the Haas effect. So basically I'm just going to delay one side by a few samples and hear how it gets wider.
You give good love, baby. You give good love, baby. You give good love to me. You give good love, baby. You give good love, baby. You give good love, baby. You give.
Let's hear that in the mix.
You give good love, baby. You give good love, baby. You give good love to me. You give good love, baby. On a two-way street, love, baby. Who would've knew that you'd be the one I'd run into, and it feels so right.
So this ooh vocal that we got going on here, I think I'm gonna actually just copy this reverb that I used on the vocal group, and actually, yeah, let's just copy this reverb that I used on the vocal group. Let's see how it sounds actually. Yeah, that sounds cool. It sounds like it's, retro and in the back. So let's mix this in.
You give good love, baby. You give good love, baby. You give good love to me. You give good love, baby. On a two-way street, love, baby. Who would've knew that you'd be the one I'd run into, and it feels so right, pulling up to see you, writing each other up, 'cause you give good love. Well.
So the guitar here, it's it's the classic cat, and we really want to emphasize where the guitar is doing the hits on the 2 and the 4, cat. I really want to emphasize that, so I'm gonna use an EQ. I'm gonna go for the API 550B. And I'm going to try and just emphasize some more of those frequencies so you can really feel that with the guitar. Check it out.
Well, you give good love.
Ladies, have you ever been in love? Nah, I'm not talking about that young love. Have you really ever been in love?
So that vocal is a little high. The talking vocal, sorry for my voice. So let's actually mix. You can see right here, like this vocal is considerably louder than these ones. So I brought that down.
Have you really ever been in love? Not that love that got you falling head over heels, nah, not that. Make you trip and fall and stumble and lose who you really are. I'm talking that kind of love that have you feeling good, fulfilled, and got your heart beating in the tune of his.
So there isn't much S's in here to DS, but there's a little bit of higher frequency, just stuff that I don't necessarily like. So we'll just kind of tame that a little bit by adding a de-esser right before the SSL channel here on the talking vocal bus. Here we go.
I'm talking that kind of love.
I'm talking. You can kind of hear the T's a little bit, so we're just going to tame it a little bit.
I'm talking that kind of love. I'm talking that kind of love that have you feeling good, fulfilled, and got your heart beating in the tune of his. Yeah, I've been in love. Ladies, I'm in love. And it feels like. 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 And it feels like.
Calling overnight, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling.
So this little ad-lib vocal, we don't want to dry, so I'm just going to add this same T-verb. It was a really nice, retro reverb sound. Don't got to do too much crazy processing for that. It's this track here, and let's just hear how that sounds.
Tender loving. You gotta hide what you feeling.
It sounds very like, Temptations. I love that classic sound with that reverb I'm getting.
You gotta hide what you feeling from me.
All right, so right there you can hear another keyboard click, and you can see it right there. So we want to definitely get rid of that keyboard click. Artists, edit out your keyboard clicks, please. All right, keep going.
And it feels like when it feels like, and it feels like it. Ooh, yeah.
All right, so we're getting the music track is peaking a little bit, so let's bring these tracks down slightly so it doesn't peak, and we'll boost the music track back up.
And it feels like when it feels like, and it feels like it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, and it feels like.
So this vocal, even though it's on the ad-lib track, is doing a lot of interesting stuff, and I don't want it to have that reverb effect because it washes out the performance. So I'm going to put that back on the lead vocal, these two lead vocal tracks, and just mix it in.
Yeah, Oh, 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 oh. And it feels like
Pretty easy. I think there's a little sound here that I noticed right there, so we could take that out. Just clean it up a little bit more.
Oh, 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 and it feels like.
Sounds really good. So one thing I'm gonna do is make sure that my overall volume is in the ballpark of where I want it. So let's go to the sound field. Let's go to a meter. And generally, I want to send this mix around -12, something like that.
You give good.
So it's gonna get louder as I do the limiter up. So just caution for that.
You give good love.
Let's go to a part where the beat is in.
And it feels like. 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 And it feels like.
Calling overnight, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips, debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go.
So somewhere right around there, you know, once you get to -8, you're pretty much at mastering level. So you definitely don't want to send out a mix at mastering level. You want to definitely have headroom. So yeah, I'm at a good level now. And also an advantage of having the limiter on your master bus while you're mixing is that you're allowing yourself to hear the mix pretty much as if it's mastered. You know, you want to hear what the mix is going to sound like with the limiter on. That's going to give you an idea of your dynamics, especially your drums, your transient type things. So that is a good tool to have as well.
It feels like. And 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 it feels like.
Calling overnight, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips, debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling from me.
So this ad-lib vocal, I want to bring these up a little bit.
Gotta hide what you feeling.
Something like that.
Hide what you feeling from me. And it feels like when it feels like.
So one thing I like to do now is add a compressor on the vocal bus. I always love the sound of this compressor. Just not even for the compression, but just for the compressor. So I'm gonna add that to the vocal bus and hear how it sounds.
and it feels like
calling all night, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving.
That sounds really nice. And then I also really enjoy putting a tape machine on the master, just to enhance the sonics even further. So I usually put the bass down to 1.5 on this particular plugin. Put this all the way down and dial it back in, and let's hear how it sounds.
and it feels like
calling all night, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling from me. And it feels like, when it feels like, and it feels like it. Ooh.
So that just, man, this plugin does so much on your, master bus or your mix bus, if you want to put it on that. Just enhances everything. It just sounds so cool. And I love the sound of, my mixes and things going through tape. So without it,
and it feels like
calling all night, checking in
now with
to
that
see
on,
what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over.
the bass, the kick is distorting just a little bit in the plugin, so I'm going to try and turn it down, see if we can fix some of that. Let's see.
and it feels like 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 and it feels like
calling all night, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling from me. And it feels like, when it feels like, and it feels like it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
So another thing I like to do to have the music bus, well, everything kind of have its own space and a little bit more separation, is to add on heat. So if you got Pro Tools, make sure you use the heat, because now I'm activating this as if I'm mixing in a console. So everything is going to kind of have a different signature, different character. So check out what I do here.
and it feels like and it feels like and it feels like and it feels like
Let's go to the part where there's more singing.
and it feels like
calling all night, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling from me. And it feels like, when it feels like, when it feels like it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, when it feels like.
So again, that adds just a really nice, overall widening effect, because everything kind of has its own little digital like signature now in a way. It's really interesting how it works, but it's as if you're mixing through a console. So now everything has its own sonic signature, and you can kind of separate things a little bit more. So that's a cool trick I always like to use. I think this vocal still has a little bit more low end than I would hope for, and then adding on the tape machine, and that kind of changes things. So I'm going to try and dial back just a little bit more low end in the EQ.
Calling overnight, checking in to see what might happen in this heated situation. Down below your lips debating, coming over right. Girl, stop putting up a fight. Teasing only make your head go crazy. We ain't gotta make a baby. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling from me.
Like that. So I just took out a little bit of low end. Nothing crazy, but it just helped balance the vocal a little bit more.
Calling overnight, checking in to see what might happen in this heated city. Let it be tender loving. Talk to me while you're coming. You ain't gotta hide what you feeling from me.
So overall, this is a very simple song. Not a lot of tracks, but people can overcomplicate it, and you really don't want to overcomplicate the mix. Just to recap, I'm only doing moves that I feel are absolutely necessary to bring the emotion out and the energy out of the mix that I think I'm looking for. I'm not trying to do anything more than that. I like to keep it as simple as possible. So I think at this point I have a solid mix. I may go back and do some minor tweaks, but majority of the process is already dialed in right there. So if you learned something, smash that, thumbs up and like button so that you can, know exactly when new videos come out. Make sure the algorithm is feeding you more of these videos so you can constantly learn how to become better at mixing your own music. And if you haven't already, I highly advise checking out my production guide for mixing. It's going to go over 7 or so pre-mixing things that you should be doing, right before you get to the mixing stage. You do these things and your mixes are going to turn out better. So 7 things that you should be thinking about when you're getting to the mixing stage. You can download this guide completely for free, and I hope that helps you in your mixing journey, allows you to become a better mixer through that guide. So make sure you download that. The link is in the description if you want that. And as always, subscribe. Make sure you check out, all the other videos that I have, and you'll stay tuned for the next ones that are bound to come. And I always love doing these. So thank you guys again for watching. Until next time. Peace.
Yeah.